since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must be the way.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Today we are going to be starting the last act of Leeway that just came out, Act 3. We're here, we are going to finally go to the floating palace. That looks so cool, and I'm sure how it's even floating. Okay, I flew too high.
Takes us up to here.
Question mark, right?
If that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why?
Maybe just like a teleport or something?
Or... Oh, Paimon gets it. If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right?
True. Paimon, you're a genius.
Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh. Hang on a moment. Look down there.
What?
Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea.
Share it, share
Why
it.
don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista?
Oh my goodness.
No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures.
I'll die, huh?
Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Genius. Hello?
Halt!
Are you my friend?
Trespasses on these hallowed grounds.
Just an adventurer.
Exactly.
Oh, I
what
should
are you
took the
talking
other
about?
one.
We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this?
So rude.
No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it?
She's
How
like,
shameless.
what's happening here?
What?
See?
We're just on guard duty. What do you mean shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Whoa, whoa, hot-headed man.
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
All right.
One with my blade!
Speed of light. Hey!
Swift and merciful!
Attack!
Don't blink.
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Coaching, these two strange people suddenly appeared.
Hey, they start
seem
beating
to
us
have
up.
designs on the Guizhong Ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
Yeah.
You want to go to the Jade Chamber?
Hello, partner.
Who are you?
We're invited
She
guests
doesn't
here
know.
to look for the Lilia Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
You've been in our party since the beginning.
Oh,
Did not even tell us.
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing.
Kuching. Oh, I've been pronouncing her name wrong this entire time.
I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes?
Yes.
Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
I don't know the way up.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence.
Who did that?
These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So rude.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was... Huh? Oh, right.
My
So,
goodness.
Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
What?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Oh my goodness, who should we believe?
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly.
Okay, they're scared,
How
right?
surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, Traveler.
Thank you.
You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year.
Well, how do we get up?
The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all
What?
to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor? But, wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything.
You get no
just
food,
to
Paimon.
Respect Liyue's culture.
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first.
What? We don't use this?
You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and, well then, may we meet again, Traveler.
No one even told us that in the first place.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
I know, right?
So,
She's in
what
our group.
should we give to Ningguang when we see her? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime!
It's like sugary jello.
Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang.
Sugary frozen
Why
jello.
don't we go with that for a gift?
Yeah, I need the recipe.
Nope! But Paimon's sure that we
What?
just need to make it with some boom shakalaka.
Okay.
Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches. It looks crystal clear. Very delicious.
I got it, Paimon. No worries. Alright, slime done.
Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those
Oh my
ruins over
goodness.
there.
Someone's in a cage?
Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside. Let's dance!
Let's go.
There's
Hello?
no end to this.
Nowhere to hide.
Rude. Can't keep people in cages.
Oz revealed by...
You,
Swift and merciful.
the guy who's shooting at us.
Speed of pace!
Thank you for your help.
What happened?
If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders. When their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood,
They looked
they'd
delicious.
rearrange my face.
Ooh.
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
Yeah, a good reward would be good too.
I understand. Don't worry.
Oh,
I
there's
will
no other
compensate you
option.
both. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you.
Thank you.
I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques.
That's probably how they knew.
I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me.
Ooh.
Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Oh my goodness.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations.
Can we take the box that Klee had?
Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Thank you.
Great! Paimon sugar frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package.
She's a genius. What an awesome partner we have. Sweet flower. Extra sweet. What the? Hello, miss. What a beautiful store.
Hey there! A guy called Meng Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him.
No problem.
Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history.
Oh my goodness.
It's already...
Yep. It's great.
140 years.
Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure, please help yourselves, as long as it's on our shelves.
Take everything.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack.
What?
It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime!
Wait, we had
Carefully
sugar?
now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Okay.
Oh yes, you might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful!
Whoa, it does look beautiful.
Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Okay, let's go.
According to Kuchin,
that was
this
a long
is what
walk.
we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Oh. Why is he staring at us?
Yes.
Oh,
How many would you like?
how long did that take?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the
Paimon
chamber.
is the best.
Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Maybe? Oh,
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests,
I don't
but
trust
for the
them.
Yuheng. What's going on here?
I don't trust anyone. Uh-oh. Are we in trouble? Or is this the floating
I've been
palace?
waiting for you,
Oh.
returnee from Joyun Karst.
It didn't even show it go
It's
up.
Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
What do you mean?
Oh no, it's nothing.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it.
How's it floating?
At first, it was but the size of one room.
Ho!
Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue.
It does look nice.
One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you.
Thank you.
As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
What? Yep.
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Wow, that's a cool shot.
At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
Oh my goodness.
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
Binoculars and just staring at us up here.
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest.
Thank you, we're one of a kind.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War.
Yes.
Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7.
We have 2 so far.
You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war.
Moly.
Beneath the
Did
spears
not know
lie
that.
those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that.
That's good then.
Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later.
That's gonna be
Yet,
us.
how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise?
I
of
don't
lacking
know.
the foresight to see the certain repercussions? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely
She
off guard.
knew.
You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand.
I think they have already.
Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
We heard them, Paimon.
What do you think, traveler?
Yep.
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Hey, we're talking here.
Well answered.
Thank you.
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete.
All right.
So please, this way.
We should tell Paimon she's gonna pass out from confusion.
What a huge hall!
Oh my
I've
goodness.
never seen such a fancy place before.
I know, right?
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
We can kick off our shoes.
Can we really?
Yep.
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Ooh, isn't this that legendary wall?
Act 1's the paper.
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are
That
of
means
no
something
interest
for
to
us
you.
to take.
Are they, traveler?
Ah,
You're rather
true.
special, really. And I think you're quite aware of that.
Thank you. Whoa, she's so observant.
If possible, I'd like to have your trust.
Okay.
But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching...
Oh, I'd say her because she's in our party.
You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling.
Thank you.
I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning.
Yep.
I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt.
Ooh.
With Rex
So
Lapis's
smart.
death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return.
Oh my goodness.
So, does that include us?
Just give her food and she's good.
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please. And
Yay!
Oh.
Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see. What should we get?
Get anything you want, Paimon.
One of the sheets on that wall.
Oh my goodness.
Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how
Oh
much
my
more
goodness.
a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one.
Alright, just wait. I want to grab this first. Ooh.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet
What
is
the-
right up there in the most
We-
obvious spot. Let's go with that one.
We can't grab it without her permission.
La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich.
She is
Let's
the
see
best.
what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of Permission?
That's true.
Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so?
I think so.
Well, should we not go then?
Heck yeah, we will.
Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely
Wait,
because
where did she go?
we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us.
Remember Childe? Huh? He's been nice to us too.
Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something.
Thank you.
Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there. There are so many talismans here. And some stacked Paimon's seen this pattern before.
What?
But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you.
Yep.
But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Childe? Suspicious.
I know, right?
Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers.
She's a genius.
Maybe the Fatui
Her
are
memory's pretty
copying the
good.
Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving
Yep.
a similar effect.
Bing, bing,
Being
bing.
able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous.
There's something bigger.
And the plot thickens.
Yeah, don't,
We'll need to keep an eye on Childe, that's for sure.
I told you we couldn't trust him.
Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon.
Alright.
The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh.
What's
Let's
there?
go! Paimon hates being late.
Alright.
Right on time.
Thank you.
I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Spectacular.
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Yeah.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
Yes.
What did you talk about with her?
She seemed pretty cool.
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then?
Yes.
What did
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Oh, perfect memory.
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions.
Intelligent.
Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber.
Yep.
It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
No surprise there, right?
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be
Yep.
careful when dealing with the Fatui. All
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there
Oh.
is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
I have some.
Glaze lilies. But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No, those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all.
What's the difference?
Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower, that listens to human song.
Alright.
Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance.
Okay,
If we
that's
want to
why.
follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
Oh, pick them.
No, I need you to sing to them.
What?
Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
Okay, I'll give that to Paimon.
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
Because we're best friends.
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Thank you.
Time
Wow.
to sing whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
No way. We actually heard his voice.
What happened? These flowers are
What
jumping.
the?
They look really angry. Is it because they sing a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand Carolina?
Holy moly, this is nuts. Oh my goodness.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't
Yeah.
hurt people.
That was crazy.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting.
What do you mean?
The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Okay.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh,
That's so lame.
I know, right, Paimon?
Excuse me.
Oh, the girl with the horn.
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Yes.
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face? Paimon can't remember.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name.
Hey, without the subtitles, I probably wouldn't.
That reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Beautiful.
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Are you sure about that?
We found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu.
She's not trustworthy anymore?
She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Oh, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
Oh, that's cool.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yeah.
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, we shouldn't have brought it up.
We didn't know.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7.
Oh, he is so old.
The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than
Oh my
6,000 years old at the
goodness.
time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Oh, what's going to
Did
happen
you
now?
just say as an Adeptus?
Yes, she did, Paimon.
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins.
Ho ho ho.
I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War.
That's amazing.
After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day.
That's cool horns, though.
You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies?
Yes.
I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
Thank you.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did.
I thought it was a joke.
I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
Bye.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished.
Almost.
Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
That's true.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself.
Don't overwork
If left
yourself.
unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Alright.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume.
Is it an all-out war?
The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them.
Oh my goodness.
I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows,
my goodness.
Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
Oh,
And what now?
big fight coming up.
How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
Yeah. What's your plan?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you.
What's your plan?
Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Childe's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance?
I don't know.
Neither path is an easy one.
You tell me.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
And he's gone.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Where do I go?
I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, It may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Okay.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword.
That's a risk you gotta take.
So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
Child.
Oh, Paimon gets it.
Bing,
If there's
bing, bing.
anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Oh, I don't even know. And that will mark it for now. When we return back to Genshin Impact in a little while, we will continue with Act 3. I think we're close to concluding it. I am not sure, but the conclusion always happens after a big war. So stay tuned and look for the next video where we will continue it. So for now, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye!